Hey folks, welcome to another edition of Positive with Rachelle. It is always great to be here with you during these episodes. And so folks, I am wrapping up this series here, making it the fourth episode in this four-part series here on motivation. It's been a great way to kick off the year as far as positives are concerned because motivation is something that is so important, just integral to our happiness in life. And so I want to wrap up this series by asking you a question. And only you know the answer. Only you can fill in the blank. And I challenge you to do so. And that is, who or what are you dreading? Who or what are you dreading? It is a person, is it people, is it going to work every day? Is it going home? Is it going to the doctor? Is it what is it going to the gym? Of course, you know I'm going to bring up the fitness, the fitness angle there. What is it that you are dreading? Because when we think about motivation, okay, and having intrinsic motivation, meaning from the inside or internal motivation versus extrinsic, external motivation. All right, so we have those two motivational dynamics there that I just highlighted. And then we have over here dread, dread, because there's nothing that kills motivation like dread, dreading doing something. From the fitness angle, someone may say, oh, I dread going to the gym because I'm going to have to work out. I mean, it sounds kind of funny when I say it, but that's exactly how people feel. And I'm passionate about fitness, and I just, I'm like, how can everyone just not be so passionate about fitness? But anyway, folks, so when you think about from the fitness, health, and wellness angle, much of the struggle that the New Year's resolution crowd, with hundreds of millions of people around the world, have already given up on their 2020 health and wellness, weight loss, fitness goals and resolutions. But so we have the fitness angle, and I think people tend to get it in that particular area of life, or realm of life. People tend to get the struggle with motivation, and I understand why people give up or they quit going to the gym, whatever the case may be. But in other areas of life, we have to think about dread and think about how this concept of dread really, really can thwart any positive progress that you attempt to make in your life. And actually, that concept of dread can even stop you dead in your tracks, figuratively speaking, in terms of making any changes in your life. Because, dread will keep you stuck. I hate going to whatever. I hate doing whatever. Oh, I just dread whatever. Some people it's, oh, I just dread my commute. And that's a situation, okay, so is that person going to continue spending the next 5, 10 years dreading the commute? Of course, we know there's inconveniences in life. Life is not perfect. But in a scenario like that, could the positive steps towards change be something as simple as, we need to perhaps find another home or house, condo, apartment, whatever the case may be, closer to work. I mean, to stop that dread. Because dread and in those little nuances and those little little tidbits here of dread in this area of life and that area of life and they add up. They're cumulative. Is it all of a sudden you're just this big bundle of negativity that turns into Debbie Downer or Bob Bummer or Negative Nelly, whatever the case may be. And so we don't want to go around life being negative, complaining, full of dread, for hopeless. This situation we just can't change. No, as I alluded to last time, it is up to us to take positive steps towards change in our lives. It is up to us, because it's easy to go around in life, and we see this all the time. People are pointing the finger. It's this person's fault. It's this person's fault. If this person wouldn't have done this, then I wouldn't be this. And then do other people contribute? Do other circumstances contribute to perhaps in negative manners to things, circumstances we may be dealing with in life? Absolutely, yes. But what I'm saying is, being stuck in the victim role and blaming other people all the time and not taking responsibility, that is not going to do anything to improve our situation or our lives. And so I'm all about, these positives are all about positivity, happiness, success, living your best life. And living your best life, I mean, that is just diametrically opposed to being stuck in a victim role, always complaining about what someone is doing to you, and you're not doing anything to change the situation. Folks, we have to step up and take responsibility for our lives and recognize if something isn't working in our lives, we have to take the necessary steps to change it. Yes, that's going to take courage, because you may have to branch out and start over again, or find another job. You may be faced with a dilemma of either fixing a relationship or exiting a relationship. And all of these scenarios are going to require courage. Moving into perhaps relocating to a different neighborhood, closer to work, or closer to where you have other relatives, so you can be happier and see your extended family more often. I mean, there's a gazillion different examples that I can give, folks, but I just want to just really challenge you today to think about dread. And think about perhaps even past situations in your lives that you've dreaded, that you no longer dread. And what's the answer? What's the difference? All right, you changed what you needed to change, so you're not dreading that anymore. That sense of dread is gone. That sense of dread is gone, but it's up to us, folks. We have to take the necessary steps towards positive change. We have to do that. We have to do that. Okay, motivation and dread are so linked. So linked. But we've got to deal with those issues, people, circumstances, problems that are causing dread in our lives, and take the positive steps that are necessary to turn the situation or the situations around, folks. You deserve better. But you have to believe you deserve better. People that believe they deserve better are no longer walking around dreading situations and complaining about people and circumstances in their lives. Why? They're taking steps to change those situations, or they've already changed them. And they're living on the other side now of happiness. They've done what they needed to do to positively impact those situations. So believe that you deserve good things in life. Believe that you deserve to be happy. Folks, don't settle. If that's one thing you've heard me say year after year after year in these Posi-TIPS, is don't settle. Don't feel like you have to live a second-rate life and live in mediocrity and unhappiness and being miserable and just negative and hopeless all the time. It is up to you. You deserve better. You deserve great things. And perhaps one of the problems that you're dealing with is no one has ever told you that. You haven't internalized that concept of, hey, I deserve great things in life. I deserve to be happy. I want to wake up full of life, full of zest. If that means I'm going to have to courageously make some changes in my life, in many cases some major changes in my life, I'm willing to do that because I believe I deserve it. I believe that there's happiness on the other side. I believe that there's peace. I believe that there's tranquility and just a wonderful life on the other side of me and this potential change or changes that I need to make in my life. So that's all I have for you, folks. Really think about where you're struggling in your motivation and think about how that concept of dread is really there somewhere lurking in the background, I assure you. So folks, until the next series, stay wonderful, stay awesome, and believe that you deserve great things. But until the next time, remember, I am positively passionate about your happiness. Make it a great day.